Ancient Vedic culture across East Asia. If you go far back enough in time, Vedic culture existed across the whole world. Together it was called Bharat-varsa. For example, the countries marked in orange here are mentioned in the Mahabharata. Just to show how those countries were interconnected, this map shows ancient maritime trade routes. This presentation focuses on East Asia. China is arguably the most significant country in ancient times in that region. As far as historical links between China and the Vedic culture is concerned, there is so much to say that it deserves its own separate presentation. That's why I made one. It's on this channel, called The Origin of the Ancient Nation of China, India. There's a link to it near the end of this video. So let's summarise ancient Vedic links with the other countries in East Asia, starting with Japan. The main traditional religion there is Shinto, or Brahmanokyo. These words seem to come from Sindhu, the ancient Indian river, and Brahmavakya. Paying respects to deceased ancestors is found in Shinto, a trait that originally came from Vedic culture. In Japan, Lord Ganesh used to be worshipped on the altar in the royal palace. He is known there as Shoten, and is worshipped for good luck and fortune. Merchants of Kansai worship Shoten in the Honshaiji temple. In fact, even now you can find many images of Vedic gods worshipped in Japanese temples. Indeed, there are many Shinto gods that are similar to the Vedic or Hindu ones. They are just known by slightly different names. For example, Vishvakarma, the Vedic god of architecture, is called Vishukatsuma, god of carpenters. The Sanskrit mantras and oblations into the fire is called Goma, is clearly similar to Homa, or the Vedic Havan. Japanese wrestling styles with the participants wear nothing but loincloths is of Indian origin. And Jiu-Jitsu is from the Sanskrit word Yojutsu, meaning desirous of fighting. The Japanese call their country Nippon, which again is a Sanskrit word, which befittingly means dexterous. The Thai language contains many words which come from Sanskrit, even though it comes from another language family. Sanskrit can be considered as a classical language there, for the learned, the religious, and nobility. In Thailand, every sovereign is still called Ram, and their royal coronations still mirror Vedic tradition. The King of Thailand still observes the ancient royal ploughing ceremony, a ritual honouring bulls and cows. The national symbol of Thailand is Garuda, the celestial carrier of Lord Vishnu. In the royal temple in Bangkok is the Emerald Buddha. However, on the interior of the temple yard there are paintings from the ancient Ramayana. All temples there bear Sanskrit names such as Wat Varan and Wat Dev Shri Indra. The common greeting is Namaste and also Sabadi, which comes from Swasti, meaning be well. Traditional styles of dance, music and costumes in Thailand can also be traced back to India. The name Cambodia itself has Sanskrit roots from Kambul, meaning the ancestors of the Kamboja. Angkor Wat is the largest and most impressive religious building in the world. It was devoted to Lord Vishnu and the demigods and designed to represent the Vedic cosmos. The central tower being Mount Meru and the surrounding towers, the abodes of the demigods marking the different directions. The temple is situated on an island, which represents Jambudweep. The moat that surrounds it represents the concentric ring of the ocean of salt water in Bhumandala. The temple complex was the centre of the city of Angkor, spanning the area of today's Greater London. It included palaces, temples, monuments, and statues. An interesting point to consider is that though the area was built up around 1,000 years ago, the ground plans for these temples matched the constellation of Draco as it would have appeared around 10,500 BCE. Indonesia. Java, Bali, and Sumatra are all Sanskrit names. all of the most ancient Indonesian shrines were for Vedic deities. Indonesian dance is of Indian origin. The Indonesian flag, being of two colours, bears the name Dwijarana. They still follow the Vedic year and call it Saksambat. Then there's the name Indonesia itself. Nesia signifies a group of islands, and Indu, of course, means Indian. On the outskirts of the city Yogyakarta, or Yogyakarta, is a famous ancient Vedic temple complex called Borobudur. Today it contains hundreds of statues of Lord Buddha. Old Javanese songs are episodes from Ramayana and Mahabharata, and their shadow plays are about Krishna and Ram. Ruins of Shiva and Vishnu temples can be seen all over Eastern Java and are still being discovered today. Bali Dweep, the island of Bali, or Island of Offerings. Traditional music, arts and dances there are based on the Mahabharata and Ramayana. Lumpijang Temple is about 1,000 years old and one of Bali's oldest, most highly regarded and scenic temples. Burma, now Myanmar, is an abbreviation of the Sanskrit Brahmadesh. The names of the rivers there are Sanskrit words, Iravati, Brahmaputra and Chinwin from Chintavan, meaning a region of forests for meditation. Its cities also have Sanskrit origin names like Mandalay. Plus, the people enjoy the annual Indian festival of Holi. The peoples of Indonesia once called Borneo Kalimantan. Kali is a Vedic goddess, and Mantan means a vessel to churn butter. The country name Malaya is of course Sanskrit, and Malayan towns bear Sanskrit names. Even though it's a Muslim country today, the rulers in the native states still bear ancient titles. Excavations in Malaya yield nothing but Vedic images and temples. There are in fact many Malaysian words with Sanskrit connections. For example, Sherry from Shri meaning beauty and charm, Senja from Sanjam meaning twilight, Setya from Satya, truth, Ranjuna from Arjuna, the Pandava brother, and Puja from, well, puja, meaning worship. Loas was originally known as Love, meaning the son of Lord Ram. The country's capital, Vientiane, originated from Sanskrit Vanachandan, meaning forest of sandalwood trees. The Mekong River was named after Ma Ganga, or Mother Ganga. The name Korea is derived from the Sanskrit Gauriya. Gauri is a consort of Lord Shiva. In very ancient times, he was probably the principal deity of that region. Finally, Singapore. Por being derived from the word por, for place, and Singa derived from lion. So in Sanskrit, Singapore means lion city. After all, it was a major port between India and the islands of the Pacific. We cannot deny there's a lot there. I hope you enjoyed the show. Now please share with others. Namaste.